They know what comes in, maybe what goes out, but not what it really means. In this video, we will look at how people are actually doing financially, their incomes, savings, net worth, and debt, so you can see exactly where you stand. If you're new here, hi, my name is Zara. I saved over $100,000 before turning 28 while working as a dental hygienist. Not by earning more, but by learning how money really works. Let's start with a number everyone talks about: income. In the most developed countries, the average household earns about $70,000 a year. That's a household, not individual. Half of people live on less, half live on more. The funny thing is, most people think 70,000 sounds like a lot, but in cities like London, New York, or Amsterdam, that number barely covers rent, food, and transport. It's not just what you earn, it's where you live and how you spend. Here's the mistake: people think income equals wealth. It doesn't. Income is potential. Wealth is what you keep. I still remember the first time I saw real money hit my account. My first paycheck was around $8,000. I have never seen that much before. And it made me think, so this is how rich people must feel. Part of me wanted to spend it, but I decided to pause. And I set it aside and waited just to see what it felt like to keep it. And that moment stuck with me, realizing that money gives you options and not just upgrades. I have met people who earn $200,000 a year and feel broke, and others who earn $60,000 and live calmly with savings and investments. The difference isn't the income, it's what they do with it. Income matters, but it's not a scoreboard. The real scoreboard is net worth. 2. Net worth. Net worth is everything you own minus everything you owe. It's the clearest measure of your financial progress. You could make 6 figures and still have a negative net worth if you live on payments. Or you could make half that and quietly build real wealth. Across most developed countries, the median household net worth is about $200,000. Under 35, it's around $40,000. Between 35 and 45 is $135,000. By your 50s, roughly $250,000. And in your 60s, about $350,000 or more. Those numbers can feel big or small depending on your life stage, but they are not meant to shame you. They are a mirror, not a scoreboard. It's not easy to face your net worth for the first time. Most people avoid it because the number feels like judgment. But once you know it, you will finally have a starting line. I once met a woman in her 40s who told me she worked her whole life and had nothing to show for it. When we calculated her net worth, it was $12,000. She wasn't lazy, she just never measured her progress. That number woke her up. Within 2 years, she paid off her car and doubled her savings. Her salary didn't change, her awareness did. When I was 16, I already saved $10,000. That gave me something powerful: proof. It showed me that $10,000 was possible, then $20,000 was too. That belief stayed with me and helped me save over $100,000 by the age of 28. It wasn't luck. It was consistency. So if you're 30 and have $80,000 in your net worth, you're not behind. If you're 50 with half of a million, you're doing great. And if your numbers feel small right now, remember, net worth grows with time and not speed. But even if your net worth looks fine, it doesn't show whether you can handle a surprise expense. That's where savings comes in. If this video helped you see where you stand, give it a like and subscribe. It helps reach more people. 3. Savings. About 1 in 3 adults has less than $1,000 saved. That means for one doctor's bill, one flat tire could throw everything off. And it's not because people are careless, it's because life costs more than it used to. Rent, grocery, gas, everything climbs faster than paychecks. Savings aren't about getting rich, they're about staying calm. I have seen families look comfortable on the outside, but one broken appliance or a repair sent them into a credit card debt. It's not one big problem that breaks people, it's a series of small ones that hit when there is no cushion. Study shows that people with $1,000 in savings report 40% less financial stress because security isn't a number, it's a feeling. An emergency fund turns chaos into inconvenience. It's not glamorous, but it's freedom. Knowing you can fix what breaks you without fear, that's wealth in disguise. When I had an unexpected dental equipment cost early in my career, my savings were the reason I didn't panic. I paid, adjusted, and moved on. That moment taught me that savings aren't about money. They're about confidence. Saving is not restriction, it's respect. It's how you protect your future self. But while savings keep you safe, they don't make you free. To grow real wealth, your money has to start working for you. That's where investing begins. Number 4. Investment. Only about half of adults worldwide invest in anything. Most who do only through a pension or workplace plan. That means nearly half of the world is missing the most powerful well-being system there is: compound growth. When you invest, your money earns returns. Then those returns start earning returns too. That is compound interest, growth that builds on itself. Imagine planting a seed. At first, nothing happens. Then, one day, it's taller than you. And then you realize it was growing the entire time. That is what compounding feels like. The first time I saw my money make money, it honestly scared me. I watched the balance rise even though I hadn't do a thing that day. That was the moment compound interest clicked for me. It wasn't just a theory anymore, it was happening. And it hit me. This is how wealthy build freedom. They let time work for them, while everybody else keeps trading time for money. A friend of mine once started with a $200 a month in an index fund. A year later, she hadn't added more, but the balance had grown by over $600. That is not luck, that is proof. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Savings have a ceiling and investments don't. And $10,000 investment portfolio frees you. But it's hard to invest when most of your paycheck is already spoken for. That brings us to the next part, debt. 5. Debt. Debt is where many people get stuck. The average household today owes over $100,000, most of it in mortgages, but a lot comes from student loan, car payments, and credit cards. And that last one, credit cards, is the most dangerous one. With rates around 21% and $10,000 balance means paying over $2,000 a year in interest. That's why debt feels like a quicksand. The harder you fight without a plan, the deeper you sink. I have always hated debt. The feeling of owning someone, of working for money that's already gone, it's never sat right with me. The only debt I took on was my student loan, about $30,000, but that one I made peace with because it was an investment in my career. My return on investment as a dental hygienist was clear. It bought me time later. Not all debt is bad, but all debt is expensive, so make sure it's buying your freedom, not trapping you. The hardest part about debt isn't paying it off, it's convincing yourself you can live without it. If you have stayed out of high interest debt or you're paying yours off fast, you already ahead. Because the day your payments end and your paycheck becomes yours again, that's the kind of freedom no one can explain. You can just feel it. 6. Reflection. So when you think about your finances, don't just ask, how much do I make? Ask instead, how much do I owe? Do I have enough to stay calm when life happens? Because those are the real markers of wealth. Not what people see, but what gives you peace. Most people compare themselves to the wrong crowd. They look at the loud ones, the new cars, the new houses, the big noise. But quiet wealth doesn't show off. It doesn't need to. If you have no credit card debt, a small emergency fund, and you're investing steadily, you're already doing better than most people. Even if your income isn't the highest. Wealth isn't about luxury. It's about peace, time, and control. Remember how we started this video asking where we really stand? And that's clarity. And that is well too. When you look at your numbers with honesty, you might realize you're not behind at all. You might actually be ahead. You might already be quietly winning. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you want to know how much my net worth is and how I built that, watch this video.